Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra July 15, 2022. Sharing supportive or useful information can be satisfying today. Today's transits are strong for feeling safe, structured, and confident enough to explore your creativity. Your view of a creative matter, project, or relationship is more practical. With Venus, your ruler, moving into harmony with Saturn, you're ready to give up immediate pleasures to support a long win. Fortunately, this strategy works well for you now. It's a strong influence for efforts to organize your life in important ways. You might put a special effort into creating something unique, expressing yourself, adding important details, or fine-tuning technical aspects. It helps to look at a situation with more realism, patience, and objectivity. Aim to divide your time between work and pleasure more effectively, since doing so can significantly reduce stress. Also today, teaching and learning can be successful. Getting serious about a creative or educational pursuit brings wonderful rewards down the road. Whenever planets link in air signs, you get a bounty of blessings. This is especially true when your planetary ruler, Venus, is involved. As the planet of love and marriage, she inspires you to be your most romantic self. Soon she will tiptoe elegantly toward Saturn, the planet of strength and permanence. This will begin a loving dance between the two, which should gift you more security and stability in your personal and romantic relationships. Make a promise you'd like to last for the long term, as the planets are significantly in your favor. Enjoy the respect and affection. Expect to reap what you sow. Whatever you nurture or develop in your career path will come back to you in some way, as the Sun in Cancer sextiles the North Node in Taurus. Fate plays a part in this transit, so be mindful of what you tend to do in your professional legacy. If you focus on building up accomplishment after accomplishment, this will likely empower you financially. However, if you use ingenuine methods to rise professionally, you may feel like you lack control over your resources, investments, or debts. Choose wisely. Change, even when it is for the better, can still sometimes be hard. It seems to be taking you a while to adjust to your recent professional good fortune. Your new job means a lot of increased responsibility. As excited as you are about the challenge, and certainly the extra money will come in handy, you can't quite shake your worry that you won't succeed. Just chalk these feelings up to cold feet. You'll get over your jitters soon enough. To put it mildly, you are somewhat overwhelmed with what is expected of you. There are frequent misunderstandings, especially with relatives and friends. To avoid making the tense situation worse, refrain from acting in the heat of the moment. You need a great deal of time and patience for talking things over to clear matters up. You have one idea, you know who has another. Even though this isn't exactly a romance yet, you still might want to treat it as one. Every relationship requires some degree of compromise. You come under intense scrutiny and react badly to criticism you might receive from people you care about most. Emotional outbursts lead you to say things you later regret. It is probably best if you try and remove yourself from any tense situation to a quiet place where you're able to reflect on how you feel. A letter or phone call concerning potential positive changes in your financial situation might have your mind buzzing over possibilities for your future. You might be a bit worried over whether or not you'll be able to make the most of this break, but your innate practicality should enable you to face it in an objective, efficient way. So there's no need to worry. Give it some thought, and make your decision when it all comes through. You'll be more willing to break from routine on this day. And this can do you a world of good. This will be especially true if you are often required to work within a strict and structured format. If you don't get a chance to reach beyond this, your life can become terribly dull. This vibration can see you in a bolder and more daring frame of mind. Go on out and try something outside of the norm and enjoy yourself. If the full moon of the last few days has taught you anything, it is the importance of having the right work-life balance. Right in the heart of a week when the stars continue to align across the income, work, and career fronts, the stars also align on the playful and adventurous fronts. This is being amplified by today's fun, playful, romantic and creative lunar vibes and is something that all aspects of your life can benefit from, and especially your relationships. The moon's only visit to your romantic sector, while Venus, the planet of love, is in an adventurous part of your chart, is not only putting them in harmony, but when there is already a strong mix of romance, adventure and nostalgia in the air. The love gods already have the doors open to the past and second chances, with the relationship gods opening old doors next week. Our eyes in the sky. A full moon in disciplined, determined Capricorn shows up today, encouraging you to get rid of bad habits that are getting in the way of your success. You know what they are. It isn't easy to quit certain behaviors cold turkey, but this powerful lunar energy gives you the boost you need to take that first step in the right direction. You also experience an unpredictable Mercury-Uranus sextile that brings unexpected news that leads to serendipitous change. This might not be something you would have chosen to happen, but now that it has, you're able to look on the bright side and accept it for what it is. If you need to make any decisions related to this news, do it quickly and intuitively without overthinking. An evening Venus-Neptune square puts manipulative people in your path who try to guilt you into giving them what they want, but you can use distraction techniques to lead them, or yourself, in a different direction. Setting strong emotional boundaries should keep someone from taking advantage of you. Though the day may feel like it's filled with uncertainty, fluctuations in energy, and confusion, things clear up this evening when the moon shares a supportive connection to Mars. You'll likely feel motivated to work on a passion project or even spend a little one-on-one time under the sheets, but try not to stay up too late. A connection between the moon and Neptune could bring strange dreams your way tonight, but try not to read too much into them. Any messages that come through will likely be too convoluted to unpack. Both Saturn and the Capricorn moon are oriented to justice, and in trine to each other, Saturn curbs the moon's affinity for ruminating over choices but failing to commit to one. At this time, we easily tackle responsibilities by determining urgency and priority. This aspect perfects while some of us are still asleep, so our dreams may aid us in making decisions, guiding us to obvious conclusions through symbolism. In waking life, we might receive sound advice from elders or bosses, those who have developed more experience having been in the game longer. We are likely to feel touchy or embarrassed, and from the current vantage point, all roads lead to failure. Why are we focusing on the negatives? Well, often it can be easier to relinquish control and have someone else make the difficult choices. That way, if situations go sideways, the blame can't fall back on us. Although we want to absolve ourselves of the decision-making process, we are not being allowed to get away with it now, which creates frustration and stress. This is a lesson in self-ownership. Yes, the threat of failure is unpleasant, but so is living a life that others have designed for you.